to More to Know on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Kent Lewis. Joining us today from Milwaukee, if you know Wayne's World, is John Miglautsch. And also he's with Miglautsch Marketing, just to keep it simple. So welcome to the show, John.
Hey, Kent, this is great. It's nice you have a helper, too. I never have one.
Yeah, well, we're fully loaded here at Daily Ad Brief. But hey, in 30 seconds or less, can you give me just a quick synopsis of your journey through analytics and data to where you are today?
Well, I started with an MA in philosophy and epistemology and philosophy of science. And I was intrigued by the direct marketing world because they claimed to know something about their market and their customers, and that it was based on testing. And I've tried to introduce that to a lot of brands, and we've made a lot of money over the years. But that whole idea of can we know anything for sure has been sometimes embraced and sometimes shunned beyond belief.
That's a really good point. And I think it was John Wanamaker that said, I know half my advertising's working, I just don't know which half. So speaking of that, we've got some changes in the world of ad targeting and personalization with the minimization of certain party data from Apple and other platforms are limiting the data. So first party data is now gold. So how are you combating this cookieless future, or how are you, I shouldn't say combating, it sounds terrible, but how are you addressing that future from your perspective with your solutions?
Well, we've never really worried about the cookie data too much because we didn't really trust it. I mean, we don't trust most data. I have a book called Spinning Straw into Gold, and the first principle of straw is to know that it's not hay, that it's not valuable. You don't feed it to animals. It catches what comes out of animals. And that's the way data is. Most data was not created by you. It was not intended to be used the way you are trying to use it. And so it's helpful to be very, very, very skeptical. And so mainly our focus has always been on who is the customer and what have they done tangibly to buy something. Can we tell? And what made that happen?
So where are your core data sources for this behavior data? How are you capturing that typically?
Well, that's funny because you've got a question in your list of questions, possible questions, where it says, what platforms do you recommend? And I was hired by the United States Postal Service to do a talk on mail. And it puzzled me because I've been doing AI and machine learning for 25 years, throwing lots and lots of data at the wall and really dramatically seeing improved results and ROI. And it bothered me because Gartner said in 2018 that 87% of AI projects fail. And I've been doing them for 25 years. And I thought, well, how come I'm doing them and no one else seems to get them to work? And it turned out after about 2 or 3 years that the mail has baked into it a labeled data set that other advertising media just doesn't have. I don't know who's watching the television, or I don't know if you're paying attention to the borders of your screen when I'm running digital advertising, right? Even in search, I don't know how far down you're going in your search, right, once the results come up. With mail, you know that it gets delivered. You know that it goes to a household that you intended it. You know that it goes to a decision maker because not everybody can throw out the mail, and you know that there's engagement. And so what we have is the null set. Not only do we know where the fire hydrant is in the picture, but we know where the picture doesn't have a fire hydrant. And that no other media has. And that's enabled us to do AI and machine learning for 25 years.
That is fantastic. And I would love to ask you the 3 other questions we had about where AI is going. You've been in it so long, it will probably feel like a frog in a frying pan, but we are out of time today with just 5 minutes.
And frogs aren't that stupid. Frogs will jump.
Give them a little bit of credit, right? Well, John, I want to thank you for your time and sharing your AI insights with us today. To find more out about this episode and our guest and topic, please visit us at dailyadbrief.com. And we hope you'll join us next time on More to Know.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.